If you've ever wished gardening came with a set-and-forget setting, this one's for you. Imagine beans sprouting beautifully with no soil, no daily watering, and no complicated setup. Just a simple terracotta pot doing all the magic. It sounds almost unbelievable. But the truth is, terracotta has natural superpowers that many gardeners overlook. And in today's Soil Stories feature, I'm excited to share a method that brings those powers to life in a way that's effortless, sustainable, and perfect for gardeners of all levels. This isn't a trick, and it isn't a shortcut. It's a smart gardening method rooted in science, simplicity, and a bit of creativity, something your future self will thank you for. Terracotta is more than a pot. It's a living, breathing material. Each pot is full of tiny pores that allow slow, steady movement of moisture and air. That natural porosity is exactly what makes terracotta a perfect partner for sprouting beans without soil or daily watering. When you soak a terracotta pot in water, it absorbs and holds moisture deep within its walls. Over time, it slowly releases that moisture into the environment around it. Beans, especially when they're germinating, can pull moisture right from this humid microenvironment. It's like the terracotta pot becomes a gentle, built-in watering system. And because terracotta breathes, it prevents the seeds from suffocating or rotting, something that can easily happen with soaked cotton or closed sprouting jars. This method isn't just convenient, it's clever gardening. To get the best results, keep things simple. Choose a small terracotta pot, unglazed, clean, and able to hold moisture. New pots work wonderfully, but older ones are fine as long as they're not coated or sealed. The beans you choose matter too. Mung beans work exceptionally well because they sprout quickly and love humid environments. Black beans, pinto beans, cowpeas, and kidney beans also work, though some may take a little longer. Before you start, soak your terracotta pot in clean water for a few hours. Let it drink until the walls darken completely. That's when you know it's fully saturated and ready to become your moisture reservoir. Once your pot is fully soaked, place it upside down on a shallow dish or tray. This lets the pot release moisture from all sides while keeping everything stable. Now take your beans, after a short rinse, and scatter them around the base, right at the edge of the rim. There's no soil, no cotton, no paper towels. The beans rest directly against the terracotta surface, drawing in humidity as the pot slowly dries from within. Covering the setup lightly with a breathable cloth helps maintain just the right environment. Dark, moist, and warm. Perfect for sprouting. And then, that's it. You don't need to water, you don't need fertilizer, you don't need daily care. The terracotta handles everything. The first 24 hours are when the magic begins. The beans swell as they absorb moisture from the terracotta's humid shell. By day 2, tiny white roots start peeking out. These roots cling to the pot, almost hugging it as they grow. By day 3 or 4, you'll see green shoots begin to rise. This is the moment every gardener waits for. The first sign that life has taken hold, and because there's no soil, you get front row seats to the entire process, the roots, the stems, the growth patterns, everything. It's a mini demonstration of plant biology right on your countertop. For kids, beginners, or anyone who simply loves watching nature in action, this setup is a treasure. People often believe gardening requires space, heavy watering, and lots of cleanup. But with the terracotta sprouting method, all those barriers disappear. If you live in a small apartment, this method fits easily on a windowsill. If you're a busy parent or always on the move, this method requires almost no attention. Even if you're already running a large home garden, this technique adds a fascinating, low-maintenance new dimension to your growing experience. And for those who enjoy experimentation, this method opens the door to countless possibilities. While the process is naturally forgiving, a few simple habits can make your results even better. Always begin with a fully soaked pot. That's the heart of this technique. Avoid using painted or glazed terracotta as it blocks the pores that make the method work. Choose beans that sprout reliably. Mung beans are a top favorite because they're fast, dependable, and responsive. And place your setup away from direct sun, which can dry the pot too quickly. Once the shoots reach your desired length, usually within 3 to 5 days, you can harvest them gently. They lift off easily from the pot with just a light touch, and you'll notice that none of the sprouts are clean, crisp, and remarkably fresh because they were never in contact with soil or standing water. One of the beautiful things about this terracotta sprouting technique is how easily it scales. You can sprout a small handful for your kitchen each week, or set up multiple pots if you want a steady supply. Each pot becomes its own tiny ecosystem, working independently. If you teach gardening, run workshops, or create content like we do here on Soil Stories, these setups make beautiful demonstrations. They're visual, clean, and incredibly satisfying to watch, perfect for videos, tutorials, or classroom activities. As gardeners, we're always looking for ways to connect more deeply with the growing process. This method gives you an intimate view of sprouting, something that often stays hidden under the soil. You get to witness the roots searching, the shoots rising, the beans opening. It's like learning the plant's story from the very beginning. And honestly, it's refreshing. It breaks the routine, reminds us of the beauty in simple things, and adds a touch of wonder to everyday gardening. That's what Soil Stories is all about. Finding magic in the small experiments that teach us big lessons. If you've never sprouted beans this way, now is the perfect time to start. Grab a terracotta pot, soak it, scatter your beans, and then let nature take over. Watch the transformation, enjoy the process, and share your results with someone who loves plants as much as you do. And if you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to subscribe to Soil Stories for more clever, beginner-friendly, and inspiring gardening methods. Share this article with a friend or family member who would love to try it too. Let's keep growing together, one simple, magical experiment at a time.